Hey everyone, this is Kieran from Eccentric Physio, and today's exercise is going to be about sort of starting to get some entry-level awareness and control into the muscles on the back of your neck. So if you've been looking at some of the exercises that we've been doing on the channel this month, and you think that maybe some of those are a bit too hard for the muscles at the back of your neck, then this would be a great place to start. So as we talked about in our neck flexor video, we need a muscle to be going through lengthening phases and shortening phases so that you can actually feel it. It creates a sort of a feedback loop where your brain perceives, or these spindles in your muscles, they perceive a stretch, and then it goes up into the brain, up through the cerebellum, up into the cortices, and you start to be like, okay, I've localized it, I know it's over there, and then we make some real-time adjustments about, okay, well, how much tone do I need? Tone then being an expression of force or contraction, and how much tone do I need for the task at hand? And so what we see over time with muscles that are deconditioned is they might have excess tone. Some of that's from excess bracing. We know with a lot of neck injuries, particularly chronic ones after, say, whiplash, that there's going to be excessive, well, not excessive necessarily, but increased amounts of EMG or increased muscle activity across more muscles. And the interesting thing, if you look at motor learning research with EMG studies, is that if you have an external cue to a situation, and that tends to be the best environment for us to learn a new motor pattern, that we actually see a more dispersed lower level EMG activity. And so ways to get around this are to explore better patterns and learn new ways of moving your neck and build up load tolerance over time. Now, an area that for a lot of people they are deconditioned is the inner range of their lower neck and upper thoracic. So this area up in here around my shirt collar. And it's just that forward head position. It's not that that's bad. It's just that if you can't get out of it, then you can't actually move these areas up here efficiently, which kind of sets you up for some interesting overuse situations potentially with your upper neck or your shoulder blades and glenohumeral joints. So things to consider, but to start with, we just need to think about something that we can push our head into, okay? This is our entry-level exercise, and I'm going to put a yoga block just underneath the bottom of my skull here, and just very simply, I'm just going to push my head into the ground. So I'm trying to crush the yoga block. I'm pushing down, okay? And so by doing this, I'm just learning to create force. I'm learning how to push and anchor into that. And then you're going to feel other areas of your body co-contract a little bit as well. And then what you can start to do is play around with different heights. And this will just increase different stretches onto the muscle, because we're not going to be going through a full range movement. That's sort of those second step exercises. We're going to be working through different parts of that range. So if I increase the height here, now the muscles at the back of my neck and head are on more stretch. And so now if I crush and push down, that's a bit of a different sensory awareness. I'm picking up different sort of contractions. I'm sort of getting into some more spinal erector muscles down into my thorax, but I'm also feeling a lot of stuff through the back of my neck here. So you're looking for the range or the part that feels a little bit challenging or difficult. So if I come back down now to the ground, I can do the same thing here. I can push down, push down, push down. As always, making sure you can still breathe and swallow, just that these are accessory muscles, and if you want them to be able to dissociate from what you're doing with your head, it's good to be able to swallow and turn your head at the same time, as well as breathe. Pushing, 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 and then relaxing. So very basic, but basic is good. And if this is the sort of point that you need to start at, then it'll be very good. So start with, longer holds, just building up some awareness. And once you feel more comfortable with these, because they can be pain relieving, then you'll start to get into some more of our movement-based exercises, so going through more fuller ranges. And they're labeled appropriately with the sort of second step into the extension of the neck or the head. Okay? If you like this video, then please hit like below. Otherwise, to check out more of our content in the future, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking our logo over here. And to check out our latest video, click up here.